It's the blind grind.
I think probably one of the biggest things that I've accomplished in my career so far is being able to go on a tour. Last year I went on like a 7-city tour. A guy came to one of my shows, and he was so in awe of the performance that he was like, I really want to get you on this tour. So, people say a lot. So you just like, okay, whatever. And then he hit me up when I was on my way to Cleveland one day, like, yo, we solidified this tour. I want you on it. So, like, we hit 7 cities. We was in 2 places in Delaware. We was in Baltimore. We came to Richmond. We were in D.C. We were in Charlotte and Raleigh. Like, and just being able to connect on your own platform. Like, I've done a lot of shows. I've been to a lot of shows because I got a lot of friends in the industry. So I've been to the big stages, and I've even had the opportunity to open up on some of those big stages. But this was all me. Like, I was the headliner. Me and 2 other artists were the headliners. In every city we went in, they had artists that opened up, and then we were the headliners. So that was big for me because they put us in a hotel and every joint. So it's basically like I got the opportunity to really be in that light with my performance. And that was big because I gained new fans in each city, having people coming up to me that never heard the music before, that was overwhelmed by the music, loved it. I even had people come up to me that bought the CD right on iTunes while they were listening to the performance. Like, yo, I just bought your album. Women like, yo, I just bought your CD. So that was a big opportunity for me, and probably one of the biggest things I ever been through in the career that I'm doing so far. Like, just being able to get that sound in 7 cities in like 8 days. Like, so that's probably one of the biggest things that I could say. What they didn't see is that I've been doing this music since I've been like 16 years old. When I was like 17 and 18, my homie Mad Skills used to take me on the road with him all the time. So I'm talking about studio sessions with Pharrell, watching Pharrell make beats for all of these artists, watching them make beats for Skills. I'm talking about linking up with Ludacris because of Skills. So like, I got a chance to see a lot of things at a young age, hanging with Skills, and then being at a young age and being around my man Clef Dollars, rest in peace. Clef introduced me to a lot of people. We did, I'm talking about, I'm 20, 21 years old doing shows in New York where Chuck D is the host and DJ Premier is the DJ, so like I'm just soaking up all of this knowledge. So a lot of times people don't see those moves, people may see the 1 or 2 moves that you make out to the public like, oh man, he's a new name. Like, nah, like I'm a well-established artist in this industry. Like, a lot of people in important circles know who I am, and that's the grind. Like, that's your focus. You want to push your brand outside of your comfort zones. You know what I mean? People get so complacent just, okay, like we'll just take Richmond for example because that's where we're from. Like, okay, so people know me in Richmond. I'm doing a couple things in Richmond. Yeah, I'm good. Like, no, you're not good. Like, you have to push yourself. Like, I seen a post on social media. It said, push yourself till you no longer have to introduce yourself. And that's what you have to do, man. Like, you got to push your grind, push your brand until when people run up to you, like, they know who you are. And slowly but surely, that's what's happening. So people may see the tip of the iceberg hanging out the water, but they don't see that block underneath, you know what I mean? And the groundwork that I've been putting in, I'm talking about shows, I'm talking about going to magic conventions, pushing the clothing line we have. I'm talking about, we used to, my man Giggs, rest in peace, my man Giggs used to own this store called Limited Edition. So at a young age, we bringing Wale through the store. We bringing Trey Songz through the store. Like, we actually have a store. You know what I mean? So all of this groundwork has been laid and that foundation has been put in. So now is like really reaping the benefits of that. Where people may just see, okay, yeah, Gallo Man put out a few albums, but like you said, like, so okay, this is a new dude. Like, nah, like I'm well established in this industry, man. Know a lot of people rub shoulders and shake hands with a lot of people that other people look up to and respect. I'm just a humble cat. Like, I try not to, put it out there, because if somebody else was in my shoes, they would probably brag about a lot of the stuff. But I'm just humble because it's a blessing, because I could have easily not been in those spaces. Growing up the way I grew up, growing up hard, man, I could have easily not been in those spaces. So I always tell people that, yeah, it may look like I'm new now, but I'm been here before. And people respect that when you give it to them, you know what I mean? Because they respect the fact that, dang, like, this dude came from where we at. Like, this dude survived the drug dealings, the gunshots, the crazy environment, and still made something out of himself without trying to make it so negative. You know what I mean? Like, because nowadays, people just try to make you look like negativity is the only way to push your brand. This is Joey Gallo. I'm on that blind grind, the grind that you don't see. Work hard underneath. That's that grind. Stay on your blind grind. You don't have to introduce everything to everybody. Keep your moves silent until you make
What's up, YouTubers? I am excited to update you about our Beyond Music channel. Now you can see interviews, musical covers, and motivational videos with strategies that can help you reach the next level. This is just a small sample of what is to come. Hit the subscribe button, and I cannot wait to see you right here on YouTube. Until next time.